before I gotta do another show. So I'm actually doing some files right now. Let me get this done before I start a game for like an hour. And let's get these pop outs done. Streaming on 5 platforms is interesting. There's a lot involved. I will be back after 10. But right now, it's Kick. So we're on YouTube, Kick. You getting a lot of thunder there? I'm not getting anything here. We're gonna look at the radar in a second. Twitch, YouTube. Oh my God, it's actually working. So I'm going to be on Dead Air as a guest for 2 hours to go over the Shanley Hotel investigation. Ha! That's funny, Kevin. Kevin, you missed it last night. We had a great time, Family Feud. There was a lot of people chilling out and playing. Everybody was in YouTube, so we directed them to go to YouTube because it would have been insane to try to coordinate chat with everybody everywhere. It was insane. But we had a lot of fun. Oh my gosh. So we're gonna do it every Saturday night at midnight Eastern. Not next week because I'll be in Roswell, New Mexico, but after that, every Saturday at midnight because I have to work till midnight. And Amanda seems to think that that's gonna work. So hopefully it will work. Okay, I gotta get rid of these. I got a ton of files. I gotta get rid of all this. Okay, that's good. I'm editing a show right now. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Oh my gosh, what is that? Okay, that's old message. Clear. All right, I'm just doing a file quick because I got to get it archived. Shouldn't take that long. Because after tomorrow, when I do a show in the morning, I'm done till July 6th. So I have to make sure I get everything done. Let me just cut this. This is a show that was just on the air. I just did 4 hours of producing. Poor producer. I got like an hour. I want to see the radar. Mike is saying he's got storms all around him. I want to see that. My mom is sleeping on the couch in front of me. It is so nasty out. It's like really humid and hot. What the hell was that? I hope that was mom because I don't know what the hell that just was.
That wasn't me.
That wasn't you?
No,
What the hell was that?
I don't know. It looks like it's behind the porch.
I'm telling you, this house has been a little weird lately. I thought that was you.
What is that dripping water?
The what?
Water dripping.
Oh, that must be the bathroom. That I could fix. But that noise. I don't know. What's today's date? 25th? Yeah. 25, 23, KGRA. I thought that was you. Oh my god. Okay, this file is saving. Let's go check out what's going on. Dexter doesn't think aliens are real. Dexter, I'm not saying they're real either.
Yes, they are.
Mom says yes, they are, because she's seen something. I've seen stuff, but I'm not saying it's alien because I have no proof. But I've been doing this a long time, working for that station. That's paranormal, Dexter. And I know a lot of people. People you see on TV. And stuff that goes on behind the scenes that the public isn't aware of. Fact. Something is definitely going on. Now, I don't know if it's our enemies, adversaries, technology, or if this is something else. But it's serious. And the more that comes out, the more curious it gets. Let me just do something quick. Let me be clear. I've never seen any. Nobody has. Yeah, but this goes way before the Chinese, Dexter. This goes way before the Chinese. This goes back to the 40s, even before the 40s. This goes back to World War II and before. It's not a Chinese balloon. Every few decades, it changes. Swamp gas, weather balloons, Chinese lanterns, swamp gas, drones. I can tell you that it's damn serious. What's up, Digger? Digger Jones. Like I said, I am directly involved in this stuff. I'm the program director for this station. I know, I was just hanging out with Travis Walton, Fire in the Sky, a couple of weeks ago. And I truly believe in Travis saying that he was taken by extraterrestrials. I know the man. I believe the man. And a lot of the military personnel that have gone public talking about, now we don't know if it's extraterrestrial in nature. But this goes back to the 60s where they were going over nuclear bases and shutting down our weapon systems. That's not the Chinese or the Russians or the Iranians. There's something definitely going on. And I'm gonna show you a document that came out Friday by Congress for fiscal year 2024. And there's another letter from a Canadian politician that was created in March of this year, and how they're going to deal with the public for disclosure and being transparent. This is deep. If the public only knows so much, like everything else, we all, I mean, I don't want to say we all, a lot of us have a lot of doubt in the information the government provides to us. Now, I'm not a conspiracy theorist person. I am not. I try to stay as grounded as possible because I want fact. I want evidence, not a story made up to somebody for political agenda reasons or whatever it is. I don't go there. I try to stay grounded and neutral. And hold on a second. Okay, there are conspiracies. There are conspiracies that have become fact, but there are people that dwell completely on conspiracies. I'm not one of those people. That life is a conspiracy. Everything is a conspiracy. Like, one of the biggest conspiracies that I am behind is flight TWA 800 that blew up off of Long Island, where I used to vacation all the time, Montauk. And that's bullshit that they say it was a faulty fuel line and it exploded, when hundreds of people seen a projectile going up toward the plane and it exploded. That's one example that I could say is a conspiracy 100% that I believe in, that plane was taken out. I'm not saying that I don't believe in conspiracies, because I do. But I don't live my life based on everything's a conspiracy. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not extreme that way. Follow? Okay. There is no evidence, real factual evidence, but like I said, I spoke to so many people, Digger Jones. This is what I do for a living. I work for a paranormal network, and I talk to a lot of people. And based on, let's put it this way, if you were to make a case in court with all the testimony from military personnel, law enforcement, the list goes on, you would have a legitimate case to say that there is circumstantial evidence that extraterrestrials exist. It's unbelievable how many cases and accounts and testimony there is. It's a lot different than a couple of people. This is thousands of people. Military personnel, police officers. I know police officers. They've told me stuff, what they've seen, but they can't go on the record. So I understand your points. I do. Totally. I get it. And Dexter, I get it. I get what you're saying. Like, I'm going to Roswell next week to the big UFO conference. There's going to be a lot of people there that I know, and some I've never met. Like Nick Pope, who a lot of people have doubt about his background. There's going to be a lot of interesting people that I've never met, and I can't wait to go there to interview them. Pitchy Fork. Oh my God, now my dog wants to come in. So, let's just say it depends on the topic. It does depend on the topic. Like, we all have opinions on everything, and that's great. Let me bring my dog in because he's freaking out. Come on. I'll give you guys an example. How's this? What's up, Dave? What's up, V? This is YouTube now. No, not calling in. No, not calling in to tell me about their accounts. I know people in the government. It's not just a bunch of callers. These are people that are well known in the field, researchers, with their witnesses. Like, who would I say is a prominent military? Look up Robert Salas, Bob Salas, and what his account is while on a base. I think it was in the 60s. And what happened on that base where there was supposedly a UFO hovering over the base, shut down nuclear weapons, shot off. Just look up Robert Salas, Dr. Salas. That's just one example. There's so many. And hopefully there'll be hearings, public hearings, where you're not going to find out any information because it's classified. I know people who are working directly with Congress. This is way up the food chain. This ain't a bunch of callers. I'm going to show you something on the screen that you probably have no idea what's going on. Oh, Bigfoot. I'm on the fence with Bigfoot, Yetis. I went on an investigation, and I heard something I never heard in my life, but I didn't see it, so I can't say from my own personal experience. But I'm going to tell you what happened to all those in chat right now. Pitchy Fork, what's going on? I'm going to tell you guys, I have video, I have evidence of my own experiences. I caught I say unidentified object back in the day. I could show you a video right now of something I caught in my house with a camera, my old camera system, in 2014. I can show you when I was out on an investigation in a place here in New York where a girl's voice says my name twice, Bill. I'm like, what the? But before we get too crazy, because I got to do a show, I have to be a guest on a show in an hour and 20 minutes. Because I have to tell you, there's so much. Oh God, I've been doing Skywatches for the longest time. I'm more than aware of satellites and meteors and birds even. You know how many times I've seen formation of geese flying in a triangular formation during the winter? It looks like a V flying, and it's just a flock of birds. All the time. So yeah, I've been doing this for too long to not know what I see on the screen. Let's see. You guys are hitting me up. I don't want to get into certain things. I'm not so sure a Yeti's real. No, what did you hear? I'm going to show you guys. I'm getting many chats going on, so I'm trying to read. Yeah, a lot of bats. Exactly what Kevin said in YouTube. And Dave said, I did give Heather your phone number. I did. Salas was truthful. He's a good guy. The fact that it has a place in Congress says a lot, V says. Why did not the officials in charge of the useless sub search now tell people they already heard the sub? Well, that's because the Navy has secret sonar array underneath the East Coast for a threat from Russian nuclear subs. They're not going to reveal too much about that, Kevin. They're not. They may have heard the anomaly when the the acoustic anomaly when the sub imploded. They're not gonna. If they were to say that, the U.S. Navy says that's tipping off our enemies that the Navy has an array to pick up stuff that quick and instantaneously. We don't want our enemies to know what we have, what kind of tech. That doesn't make sense. So yeah, they kept that down on the low, and I get it for national security. So yeah, you can see all kinds of stuff on the screen. But I'm gonna show you that are new. But before I do that, you guys that are new here don't know what the hell just happened the last week. And this has to do more with the paranormal, not UFOs. I went on an investigation with a team that is well respected and considered very credible. Rise Up Paranormal. Two of the individuals that were in that investigation they're on a TV show called Ghost Hunters. Their names are Cody and Satori. Now, when you see what they do, like I produce a lot of shows and they've done live investigations, and you see what they do, you're like, no way, this can't be real. This can't be real. So what they do is, and they're going to be on tonight because we're going to go over the investigation from last week. They hold hands. Mom. They hold hands, and supposedly and allegedly they're able to communicate with spirit with knocking sounds. 1 tap for yes, 2 taps for no. And she goes A, B, C, D, spells out words, names, whatever. Now, a lot of people see that, they're like, somebody's making the sound. I was there in person last Friday. I saw this shit for myself. I heard it for myself. There's no fucking way that this is rigged. You could literally hear what sounds like steps running with taps, boom, 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 coming to right underneath their feet, like it's it's coming right underneath them, the communication. And I saw it for myself, and I'm like, this cannot be real. Now, everybody that was in the house was in that room. Not only that, later that night, we did it in the basement where there was a concrete slab. I heard the fucking tapping from underneath the concrete. It's impossible. I have the video. I couldn't believe it. So that was like a life-changing moment for me to see that shit is real. Real. You have to experience it for yourself. This shit was real. How it happens, I don't know. Then, Friday night, I did a live show with the great-great-grandson of Jesse James. His name is Daniel Duke. And Heather Besser, who's a psychic medium that will absolutely amaze anyone that's in contact with her. And Dave is in chat in YouTube because of this. Check this out. No, Pitchy, I get it. It sounds insane. Bro, I know. It sounds crazy, but it's real. That's what we're going to go over tonight on the show. But check this out. I swear to, and I can't, my mother's going to yell at me for doing that. After the show was over Friday night, Heather says to me, what's your name? Because I use Skywatcher. And I said, Bill, Nancy's here. She misses playing Family Feud. And who's Dave? And I said, I know a couple of Daves. No, wait a minute, I got a last name. Shock. Dave Shock. Dave Shock is in YouTube right now. I haven't seen Dave in quite some time, for a few years. Last night we played Family Feud. We all got together because of what the hell happened on Friday night. And then she says she was alone and she didn't go see the doctors. Nancy was a friend of ours who hung out in our chat on YouTube for years. She died during the COVID. She was sick and she didn't want to go to the hospital. We knew she was sick. And we told her to go to the doctor, but she didn't want to go. And they found her dead, alone in the house. I was near tears crying when this psychic medium, who knows nothing, just started telling me all this information out of nowhere. I was completely floored. I couldn't believe it. And for those in YouTube, I'm talking to the people that are in Kick right now. So you know, she was a dear friend. And they're commenting in the YouTube because I have this YouTube for like 10 years. But it's not my main new YouTube channel. This is the gaming channel. So unless you experience something for yourselves, you have no idea. It changes your life. So I understand people being skeptical about lack of proof of extraterrestrials. My mother's right here. My mother will tell you something, and this is my mother, about a tall, white, translucent alien being that looked at her in her room, had eyes on the sides of its head, looked at her, and kept walking, like to the big master bedroom. My mother's seen that. In this house.
And it did not scare me.
She just said it did not scare her. So what am I going to do? Say my mother's crazy or a liar? The point I'm saying is people have experiences. And yes, there could be a rational, logical explanation. You know how many times I tell people that come up to me, because I help put the Pine Bush UFO Fair together here every year. I'm the guy who gets the speakers there, the famous people, to speak there every year.
Yeah,
'Cause
but
I know
the
them.
diamond shaped one.
That's, you saw a UFO. That's different. But people come at me with their stories and they say I saw a light and it was just hanging there. A lot of times, if a plane is coming at you from a certain angle, it doesn't look like it's moving. It's coming at you. It's like a meteor. They call them a point meteor, where the meteor is coming towards you and it just looks like a light and then it fades out. Not all meteors go sideways where you see it traveling. Sometimes they are coming towards your direction and they have the appearance of something else, and they're not. It's a meteor. So yes, as somebody said in there are explanations. Rational, logical explanations. But sometimes there's not. It's a small number. Sometimes there's not. And I've had 2 documented cases myself. One in 1999. I saw a boomerang triangular craft with 5 bluish lights. That's why somebody kind of drew something for me. A famous artist. But that's not it. But, and it went right over the house. Silent, fast. Hundreds of people seen it. From New York City up the Hudson River into Canada. And Mom can tell you, we were on the beach in Mount Tauk, Long Island. And as a joke, I took the flashlight and I said, I'm going to call the aliens. I'm fishing on the beach at night. Have a fire going, drinking, listening to music. All of a sudden, the entire ocean lit up. The colors in the sky were incredible. Mom ran to the hotel room, scared to death. I turn around, where's Mom? I see her little body running to the hotel room.
Yeah, because I thought it wouldn't take me because of the experience that I had.
So she had a prior experience. She thought they were going to abduct her. So she ran. You hear her? This was real.
I read
And we all stood there like, what the hell is going on?
that was amazing.
And weird that this gentleman that I know that made Mount Tauk Chronicles the movie, he sent me a clip that wasn't in the film. And the clip shows a guy that was a fisherman, shark fishing, looking south, seeing the same freaking lights that I seen from the beach. And he was freaking out. And it wasn't included in the movie.
How about the
But
man-
when Chris Garitano and I had a conversation, I said, Chris, I saw this. He says, Bill, I got to show you something. So like I said, sometimes things happen and you don't have an answer. I will not say they're extraterrestrial because I need more evidence to that. I gotta see it up and close and personal.
Even the man in the tombs, remember?
Yeah, I remember the guy that lived in the house. He came running out of his house and said, "Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
I've been living here 20 years. I've never seen anything like that in my life." So, until I see it for myself, I can't say they're real.
They are,
Until I experience it or I see evidence,
they are real.
she says they are real. But I cannot say that because I've never actually seen it for myself or seen any real evidence out there that say they're real. I can't do that. But I can tell you, I know hundreds, if not thousands, of people that are credible,
I believe.
credible, military, law enforcement, all kinds of walks of life. I can bring people on right now that will tell you their stories because I have connections everywhere. But I'm not here to prove anything to anybody. I'm just telling you, be open-minded. Just like a conspiracy theory, it's true. Somebody made a great point and put me in check, and that person is right and kick. Because that is, I do sound like a conspiratorial theorist, and it's true. Because this is one big freaking government conspiracy that's been going on for decades, and they've been covering it up from the public for national security, for whatever reasons, to keep control, to manipulate the population. This will affect financial, economic, social, religious, political, it goes on. If something like this comes out that they say it's real, can you imagine the effect it will have on the globe, on Earth? It would change life forever, for everyone, because everyone will be affected by it. The stock market could collapse. They could shut things down. People could start rioting in the streets. Chaos. I personally don't think it's going to be that crazy because more people today are open-minded about the possibility that they exist somewhere out there. You say that 30, 40 years ago, people would say you're nuts. But I think people are more acceptable to the idea that somewhere out there, life exists. Now, whether they're getting here is a different story. Do they have that technology? The thing that bothers me is that we think we're so technologically advanced as a species, and we're a type 0 civilization. We're primitive. And to think that there's no other species that are beyond us technologically is so naive, because that's what we think of ourselves as humans, as being some superior civilization, technologically advanced. Shit, we can't even travel through our own solar system without taking years to get there with our chemical fueled rockets. So no, I ain't buying it. So yeah, like Tom Reed, our friend Tom definitely, I believe Tom Reed too had an experience, no doubt. Now, I don't know if anybody's still in Kick. If you got any questions. But I'm not upset. I actually am glad that some of you brought up those points because they're important points. Valid. What you guys were saying in Kick. All of you. Digger Jones, Dexter, Pitchy Fork. They're valid. And that's another thing. Question everything. It's important to do that. Question everything. Marco's like, I'm not primitive. In general, humans are primitive. We are a war, violent species. Doesn't mean that every individual is like that. But in general, if you were coming here from another world or another dimension, encountering the people of Earth, I don't think it's necessarily going to go over well, especially with the military. It's a hostile environment. How many people die per day on the planet? So I wouldn't call it non-primitive when we're a hostile species with each other. I'm not saying individually. That would be very stupid to say that, oh, everybody is. But in general, we are a primitive species. We are warlike animals. We are. Oh man. I'm getting messages. It is a survival instinct. It is. It's definitely part of a survival instinct, V. It's definitely. But if we can't deal with peace on Earth, how the hell are we going to deal with peace out there? You're telling me that if there was an exoplanet, let's just make believe. Let's say there was an exoplanet that we all could get to within our own solar system. Let's just say Mars was a planet that was like an exoplanet that could sustain life just like Earth right now. You don't think all these nations would be racing to go to that planet and say, we're colonizing this, we're taking this territory, we're going to mine, we're going to resource. They're going to say, this is ours. China's going to do it. Russia's going to do it. The UA is going to do it. The EU, I mean, is going to do it. Japan's going to do it. Everybody's going to start going to this place to start saying, this is my territory. The same shit that's happening here will happen out there. Because we've learned nothing. And I hate to say it that way, but I think that would be the fact. China's going to be starting to mine the moon really soon for the resources, rare earth elements. Now, is it practical to do the mining there and get it the cost compared to the amount of money it's going to be worth? So, what's up, Heidi? Heidi, it was last minute last night. We tried to notify everybody. I totally forgot about you. That's my fault. But Dave Shock is in chat right now. Well, he was. But I'm glad, Dave, you're back after all this time. So, yeah. Now, I don't know if, like I said, I'm talking specifically to the Kick people, but I don't see them commenting anymore. I did watch a person that I subbed to on Kick. His name is Dwayne. And he was racing. He was racing Chargers. And he crashed. And he was like, ah! I was dying laughing when I saw that. So hopefully Dwayne will stop by sometime. But it's been a crazy week. And I got to go on a show as a guest in 45 minutes. And Dixie, it's Dixie, is also. Do I crack continue now or not? What do you mean? Oh, so Keith invited you. You made me feel so bad when you put that message on YouTube. Thanks for the invite, by the way. I thought that was sarcastic. I took it as a sarcastic remark. I didn't know Keith actually told you. But we had a lot of fun. So what we're going to do is we're going to do Family Feud every Saturday night at midnight Eastern, starting July 8th. Because I'll be in Roswell next weekend for the big UFO event over there. But we're going to be playing Family Feud. It was a lot of fun. We didn't stop till like 3:15 a.m. Eastern. One game took like 3 hours with all the stuff that was going on. But it was fun. So yes, Dave, I did give... Heather sent me a message today. It was so much fun. I have never done anything like that before. everyone was so funny. So that was her message. And I said, yep, we have a great bunch of people in our group, which we do. Fact. So for those on Kick or Rumble, Trovo, Twitch, it's going to be done on my YouTube channel, even though I'll be streaming to the other platforms. But you have to come into the YouTube chat to participate and play the game, because all are welcome to play. We had like, what, 15, 20 people playing in chat last night. So those that are on Kick, Trovo, Twitch, Rumble, if you go to Skywatcher Gaming on YouTube, that's where you need to comment then, because it has to be one chat so we can keep track of everything that's going on. It would be insane to try to keep track of all the different chats. So I'll put the link for this stream, but you'll know the channel then for future reference. So that's that. Let's do Twitch. I think some of the chats disappear after the stream is concluded. Let me do Trovo. Alright, I sent links to all the chats other than YouTube. Heidi, don't forget, Saturday, July 8th, midnight Eastern, you could come play on Team Chat and drive Keith crazy. That would be nice. It was, like I said, last night was so funny. There was one point when Bobby said nuthead, I lost it. So did Amanda. Name something that reminds you of a bald guy's head. And he said nuthead. We didn't understand what he was saying. Nuthead. And Amanda's like, what? A what? And we just started cracking up. It was done. Dave, I paid for a phone number for Skype. I don't know if it's active. I should actually try it. Let me open up Skype. I paid for a number so people can call in. A public Skype number. Oh my God, Daryl. LMAO. Of course not. Never. Now Daryl was messaging me. Let's try to see if this works. I gotta open Skype. I don't know if it's active yet. I hear it ringing, but I don't see it on Skype. The number's activated. That's the phone number. That's bizarre. I'll figure this out tonight. Can't do it now. I hate when the camera does that. Anyway, I'll figure this out at some point to get the number working. I don't know why. It just didn't work, but I'm gonna have to figure that out. And it says it here, Skype number. Two-way SML caller ID. It's there. Skype number. So it should work. Share. Settings. This Skype number is active. The Skype number supports two-way SMS and call ID. Manage your Skype number. Ask friends to call you at this number and pick up on Skype wherever you are in the world. Ask friends to call. No Skype to block unwanted calls. What's that? Oh shit, it might be on block. Alright, so we're gonna have to unblock it. Go to settings, account profile, and select your account. Under manage features. This is bullshit. Your account. Oh, I got it. Okay, so now what? Under manage features, select Skype number. Skype number. Okay. Turn the allow Skype to block unwanted calls on or off. I don't see it. Switch to call forwarding. I'm leaving this shit alone for now. It should have worked. But like I said, I'll worry about that later. So there'll be a point, Dave, where you could just simply call in the phone number, and maybe I can get you on that way. But you might want to create a Skype account or get one working again. You could use a phone. You could download Skype on your phone. It doesn't have to be a computer. It could be a tablet. It could be anything. Okay. Like I said, that's weird that it didn't work. It should have worked. Because it's dialing. But it's not popping up. Hello?
Yes.
I think I have your number. I dialed it by accident, but I added a Skype number, and this is the number that Skype provided me, and it's calling your phone.
Oh wow.
So I'm gonna have to contact Skype, cause on my Skype account, this is the number that it's showing on the Skype account because I just paid for it, and. Let me just double check. Hold on. I'm going to go to Skype. My name is Bill, by the way. Hold on. Stand by. Let me look. Settings. Skype number. So, yeah. On Skype, it says 845-391-0787.
No, I just bought this phone, to be honest.
Is that crazy?
Yeah, it is crazy.
Skype gave me this number. So I'm going to have to contact them and tell them that another person has this number.
And it's unavailable.
Exactly. I will do that. You have a great weekend. Rest of your weekend.
You too, Bill.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Ain't that something? Holy Christ. She just got the phone. No wonder it's not working. It belongs to somebody else. Oh, that is bizarre. That's crazy. So, I'm gonna have to contact. I've never done it before. How do you? No, Dave. They gave me a number. I paid for a number. I paid for a fucking number today for Skype, and that's the number they assigned me, and it belongs to somebody else. That is bizarre. Help and feedback. Get help. I need to call them. I don't know how that's possible, but number given on Skype already in use. Oh my God. Ask contact. Our support team is ready to go. I need help with my Skype account. I can't access or use paid services. No. Chat with Skype customer support. Oh my God. I've never experienced that before. Can you imagine that? No wonder it wasn't picking up. It belongs to somebody else. It just happened. Your positioning in line is number one. It's probably a fucking automated AI bot. Exactly, Marco, right? They just did. They just assigned my number to somebody else before she had her number. She just, that's what she said. I just got this number. Now, imagine how weird it is for me to call somebody and explain this to them on the phone. She must be like, what the fuck is going on right now? Who is this guy, Bill? But I tried to do it in the best way, not to freak her out. Okay. Rodine. I got somebody live. I purchased a Skype number today, and someone else answered the number and said they just purchased a phone with that number. I'm not gonna say it. What's the number? This number is already in use. I need a new Skype number for my account. Thank you. She's checking on it. Now, can you imagine she comes out with something weird? Like,
that door is open
what door's open?
to the outside. What is that?
What is what? All the doors are closed.
Huh?
All the doors are closed. What are you talking about?
Oh, that's the bathroom door.
Yeah, that's the bathroom door. What's up, Ronald? Ronald's been to my house how many times, Ronald? 7? For weeks at a time? Is it 7 times you've been here from... So Ronald drives all the way from Minnesota. Skype username. Drives all the way from Minnesota. Takes him a couple of days just to go to the Pine Bush UFO Festival every year.
Did you tell him I said hello?
Mom says hello, Ronald. Yeah, 7 times Ronald's been here. Stayed over the house for a week. So, Actually, Ronald, this was like the best year ever, I think. Family Feud is not going to happen tonight because I'm not doing it without Amanda. No way. It's not the same without Amanda. It's no way. So it's going to be every Saturday at midnight, starting July 8th, Eastern. All right, she's looking into it. Rodina. That is bizarre. Oh, please allow me to verify your account. I'll be sending a code, email, register. Please check in and read back the code to me so we can pull up your account. Okay, stand by. There it is, Microsoft. That's what that sound is on the phone too. So it's Microsoft, all right. Yeah, and Mark said, "Oh, how could it be the best? I wasn't there." It was the best. It really was the best. And it was sold out too. Yeah, Bobby, we've been talking about that all day. The nuthead answer. I'm gonna play the clip again. It's so funny when Amanda and I just started cracking up. It was priceless. I was laughing so hard I thought I was gonna freaking fall off my chair. Yeah, I no offense. It's not making fun of you. It's just the answer was priceless. Name something that reminds you of a bald head. A guy's bald head. It's almost as bad as when Ronald said, well, the question was, name a part of your body that you need to wash or that you, I don't know, that you don't wash. And Ronald says, balls. Fucking balls. And that was it. We lost it. It was over. Balls. Yeah, that was fun last night. Let me just tell her. I called that number and a female answered. Oh shit. What, ma? I called that number and a female answered 10 minutes ago. LOL. It's definitely taken. Anyway, so Heather was supposedly channeling Nancy. Yes. I got to play the clip, but right now I'm talking to Microsoft because they gave me a wrong phone number. I fully understand you with that. No worries. We definitely have the option here for you. Thank you. And I got to do a show in 25 minutes, so I don't have much time. And I don't want to lose this chat. Can you please check your Gmail for the code? I just gave you the code. What is wrong with her? I just gave her the code. 792. I just did it. What's wrong? Oh, it works. It's for real because how could that have happened, Ronald? I was trying to tell that to the folks in Kick, but they're all gone. Okay, awesome. Account is now verified. She's typing. This is like for real. I don't want to do it necessarily, but there's the darkness. Okay, let's change that. Display 2. Well, that's the wrong one. I have 4 monitors, so stand by. So there's the chat that's going on right now. Oh, as per checking your account, see Skype that as only as kind of 3 months and credits balance of. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's not the number. That's calling out. Jesus Christ! I don't want to get personal information on here now, so let's do this. That's for use of calling out. I purchased for 40 today for a Skype number where people can call me. Oh my God. Just a friendly reminder that for us to change your Skype number, we need to cancel the subscription and process a refund for it. Can anyone who stayed until the end? The final scores was rigged. Charles. Chat won 10-9, but I kind of rigged the ending. And I can repurchase a new number again. Okay, we'll do that now. Yes. So now I gotta get another number and repurchase it. They just refunded me because it's on sale, 50% off. Shortly. I'll successfully process your request and you will receive an email confirmation regarding your request shortly. Okay, thank you. That is only 5 cents for the amount to reflect back onto your account. Please contact. Okay. Thank you again. Have a great weekend. Okay. Oh my God, I'm so glad to assist you. I wish all customers are like you. Kind-hearted and most of all, very nice personality. Aw, that's sweet. Happy 4th to you and your family. And if you don't believe it that she wrote that, she did. Oh, fuck. There it is. I am so glad to assist you. I wish all customers... Oh, you deserve it. Thank you. Aw. I am so glad to assist you. I wish all customers are like you. Oh. Okay, we're done. Oh my gosh. I want to go to bed now while waiting for the game to end. So like I said, I'm gonna get a phone number. So we're gonna have to try this process again so people could call in. Cause Heather, maybe when I speak to her, she can call in and we'll take some callers. if that's something she'd be willing to do.
What time is
It is 7:23. Okay, now I gotta do this shit all over again. Skype number. Get your second phone number. Okay, now it's public. Here is your local number. Okay, I got a new number. I gotta tell Amanda not to call that other number. She's at a party right now. Forget that number. Use this one instead. Nah, I gotta write it down. Oh no, I'll do it on pad. Skype number. This is wrong. Paste. Save. Yes. Now I'll wait a couple of hours and see if somebody else picks up. Oh my God. I'm just gonna call it. It's not gonna work immediately like that. It takes a couple hours. There's the Skype. 391. There it is. Hello? Hello? It works. Nice. Comes right through on Skype. Finally. Okay, hold on. What is this? Verify. Try again later. Copy. Verify. Shit. At least it works. I'm not gonna go nuts. Because the number just appeared. On my Skype. But there's a temporary error has occurred. Please try again later. So we'll try again later. But the phone number works. It is not free. Are you nuts? No way is it free. All right. Anyway. Yeah, Mike, exactly. But it's working now. That's the main thing. So now people call in. That's pretty cool. That's a good thing. I'm sure we're gonna gotta be careful with the trolls. It's a public number, and the thing is, it's traceable because it's a Skype number. In some cases.
That would be dangerous.
No, it's not. It's a public number. It's not a private number. It's not my personal number, Ma. It's a Skype number. It's not my number. It's different. So tonight, in 32 minutes, Dead Air is live, and we're going to be going over the investigation at the Shanley Hotel from last Friday when we all were there. So I'm going to have to go on as a guest for 2 hours because I was there. So if you go to YouTube and you look up Dead Air Full Spectrum, you'll see the show listed there on YouTube. Oh my God, my foot is killing me. So yeah, Dead Air Full Spectrum. Matter of fact, I'll find the link for tonight's show. Evidence review right here. Oh my God. Look at the fucking banner they made for the show tonight. They got me. Aw. Oh my God. And oh my gosh, that's too funny. Oh shit. I did not see that yet. Oh my gosh. That's bad. So there it is. The Shanley Hotel Postmortem Evidence Review. Now remember, my camera was moving crazy in the basement. I have no explanation for that. None. Zero. I don't know what the fuck was causing that. And it is weird. The camera was by itself in the basement and it was moving. So this camera has a live follow. If it picks anything up, it's going to adjust. This was in the basement by itself. There's nobody down there. The camera's moving by itself. What the hell is that? It's focusing on live movements. So it's supposed to. It's insane. Here's another clip. So this is in the basement overnight. I let the camera run and record while we're sleeping. And there's nobody down there. There's no shadows against the wall with the lighting. This is why I was telling people in Kick, you have no idea. But they're all gone now. If they would have stuck around maybe a little while, they might have learned something. So that's what happened in the basement. Let me do clip 3. Look at that, it's swinging. It's swinging. What the? Now, this is a clip to show you how the Mevo works.
Automatically track and reframe on found faces as the subject moves around the screen.
That tells you how the Mevo works. It's a live follow feature. An example of us in the
So you
basement
want
with
to
the
leave the lights
shadows.
on so I can leave the camera on, or that's not a good idea
Oh, to set the camera up down
for
there?
the night? Yep.
I guess we could do, that's a new light.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you could see
If it
their
was the old
shadows
fluorescent,
and the
that
light
used to
against the wall.
shut
So if
off
somebody was
itself,
down there
no.
moving the camera,
But that one's a new one.
you would have seen the shadows.
Live follow allows Mevo to
The only thing I felt I got ill was in those 2 rooms upstairs on the 3rd floor. Adam's room and the correctional officer's room. I got sick. I felt sick. Like, not good. And I definitely had chills. And there's no lights up there. You know, it's warm. And I did not feel good up there. That's the first time I ever felt physically ill from walking into a room in my life. Ever. So I don't know. And Ken's going to use a clip tonight. I'm not going to share it here because it's for the show. The whole thing that happened when Julie and I walked up the stairs, I went up first, and I felt a chill. And there's nobody up there with me. I said it to myself. Holy shit, I felt a chill. And then the lights started flickering. And then when we went down that hallway, the lights went nuts. And only the static can pick up a human movement. The static one. Not those other ones on the floor. Syx can. Which I'm going to bring up on the show. It was bizarre. The lights just kept going off when we were walking down that hallway. So yeah, it was weird. But the Cody and Satori thing, oh my gosh. I can't believe it. I still can't believe it. Being there and experiencing that with those two. I can't believe it. And it's real. There's no fakery. There's no hoaxing. This is real. And then when they're doing the tapping and it says shadow brought me here, I'm like, fuck, no wonder I don't feel well in this room. What shadow? What's the shadow? And then it started to make the tapping noise loud, like there was something else there that was trying to get the attention. And I'm like, George said on this live stream, I don't have a good feeling about this. And I said, George, I agree with you, because I could hear them streaming the live show. And I said, I agree with you, George. I didn't feel good in that room at all. Later, V, I'll be back after 10 live after I do the show. What I'm gonna do, I don't know. I don't know if there's thunderstorms going on. Matter of fact, let me check the radar before I go. Michael said he had all kinds of storms going on. I haven't had nothing here. Zero. No. They are up north. They are in Mass. Nothing here. All the storms are to the north. There could be some bad storms in the Ohio Valley. But yeah, see, this is a cluster of storms. Nothing here. I'm in the clear. It's a nasty storm in Jersey. That's a nasty cell. Let's see what's going out west, because this is the area of concern tonight. Right here. And here. And definitely here. They were saying that today. From here to here, they were saying earlier. But it looks like a lot of it's heading up north. Look at freaking Wisconsin. Oh my. Michigan. Wisconsin's got it. Michigan's getting slammed. But it's leaving now. Kentucky, definitely getting it. But these are nasty here too. In Arkansas, look at that. Those are nasty storms. So there is definitely nasty weather out there. This is a nasty line. It's all sinking south and east. But these fall apart as the nighttime approaches because it's daylight heating. A lot of daylight heating causes these storms. They tend to lose their energy as nightfall approaches. And you could see the evidence. Some of them, not necessarily. but the majority of them will lose their punch overnight because it's a lot of the sun. Okay, I'll try to do Bobby's clip, but I got to get off very quick because I have to go. Oh, shit. Okay, history. Oh, shit, which one is it? Right here. The good thing it's right where we need to be. And you can see, I'm going to leave the chat so you could see the comments that were going on. Chat, you can steal.
Oh, that's not on the list.
I'm
Hi,
tearing.
Miss Zoe.
Oh my, I'm not.
Or you thought I was gonna get that?
I didn't think anybody was going to get that.
Wait, I was torn between a few things, and I didn't think anything was gonna be on the board. So
An egg. That's the hard
come
one.
on, Bobby.
The next one's not that hard. That was the hard one.
Okay, I was thinking more of a nuthead.
A what?
A nuthead.
I'm trying to.
A what?
That's what I'm Amanda! I'm trying to figure it out too, and I didn't want to say it, and you started. You said what? I'm like, thank God I didn't do it. Amanda did it. All right, Bobby, say it again.
A nuthead.
Who nutted? The hell is going on here?
Bobby, I'm not. I still don't understand.
Just for the record,
and Amanda
that is
doesn't know either. Oh my! A nut? What? Nut head? A nut head? Is that it?
Is that banana nut bread?
Is nut head a nut head? Right?
Nuthead.
Because that's
Oh, boy.
that's what Heather said that she
Oh,
heard
boy.
you say. A nut head. I gotta read it. I gotta just check. Chat, you can steal.
Oh, that's not on the list.
I'm
Hi,
tearing.
Miss Zoe Ward.
I'm tearing. I can't. Fucking Amanda.
My God.
I'm crying. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we do not have nut heads here.
I can't believe that wasn't on the list.
But
But we do have.
cause you know I'm a New Yorker. I have a messed up accent, so it's hard sometimes for me to hear stuff. but when
Your
Amanda.
It made it really
But
hard to
Amanda says a
understand
what?
Bobby was
She
saying.
goes a what? And then the third time she starts laughing because she still can't figure it out.
Troy, it has nothing to do with the smokables.
Oh my god! Oh shit!
Oh my
Anyway, and the thing is, Amanda says, "I'm surprised it wasn't on the list." I lost it. Like, oh my god! I'm tearing right now. Oh, Jesus Christ. Were you, Heidi? I was dying. I was dying. But this has happened in the past with Ronald when he said balls as the answer. Name a part of the body that you don't wash enough or something like that. And he says balls. Oh my God. Do you remember that? Holy shit. It's priceless moments like this. And that make it all the worthwhile. I gotta breathe. And just bringing everybody together again like it used to be years ago was fucking phenomenal. It was great last night. It was really great. Oh, Lorraine, I messaged you. So did Amanda. We messaged Dee too. We tried to message you. Alice. check your Skype. You'll see I tried to message you. So it wasn't like you weren't invited. It was fun. It was really fun last night. So again, before I go, it was emotional. And with Heather playing for Nancy, it was, and then the way that night ended is, all right, Nancy has a final answer to end the game, and it was the right answer. It was meat. Name something you always chop up, and I was taken aback. I was floored by that. So every Saturday at midnight Eastern, Amanda and I had a conversation earlier. Every Saturday, midnight Eastern, we're going to play Family Feud. Not next week because I'll be in New Mexico. But the following week, July 8th, write that shit down. We're going to play Family Feud. And if anybody's watching on Kick, Trovo, Rumble, or Twitch, you need to be in the YouTube chat for this because that's how everybody's playing from that chat room. So if you want to play the game, you got to go to Skywatcher Gaming channel on YouTube, and you can play the game along with everybody else. There was like 15, 20 people playing last night in chat, and there was only like 4 of them on Skype. But Heidi's going to join the party in a couple of weeks on Skype. Maybe we'll get a few more players on Skype to balance it out a little bit better. Yes, July 8th. Yeah, Ronald, you were on the call. We figured you fell asleep. You were still on the call. You fell asleep. Where's Ronald? Ronald fell asleep. And that's what happened. So July 8th, midnight Eastern, we're going to play the feud. And it's going to be every Saturday, God willing, we're going to do it. After what happened last night, and I'm sure Heather's going to come back, and Daniel Duke, who's the great-great-grandson of Jesse James, and we'll get some other people to come in. I'm going to invite some KGRA hosts, like Katie Page. I'm going to invite a bunch of show hosts, too, if they want to play. Renee, Barnett, I'll see who wants to participate at that late at night, because some of the hosts live out west. So it's still early for them. So that's what I'm going to concentrate, like hosts that live west of the Mississippi. And we'll try to get them on too. Make it interesting. So yes, anyway, I got to get the hell off. I got to do a show. Have a great evening. I'll be back after 10 after I do the live show. Have a great rest of your night, morning, whatever it is. And I'll be back in a little while. So till then, peace out. I've got to run.